From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Monday, October 31st, 2022. I'm Amy Rose, filling in for D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. Fire crews continued battling a wildfire near the Black Elk Wilderness Sunday. The Palmer Gulch wildfire is located in Pennington County, 3 miles southeast of Hill City. It was reported on Saturday at approximately 1 p.m. The fire is burning in heavy dead and down timber and estimated at 60 acres. The cause is under investigation. Federal, state, local, and air resources have responded. A 28-year-old man accused of first-degree manslaughter in the death of his sister pleaded not guilty in a Pennington County court on Friday. Kevin Phillips has more.
Nicholas Ray Houchin of Rapid City was arrested September 22nd after getting into an altercation with his 31-year-old sister Danielle Houchin, which allegedly resulted in Nicholas strangling her. The duo were part of a larger group that were allegedly drinking and driving around delivering food for an app-based food delivery service. Houchin faces 2 alternative counts of first-degree manslaughter, meaning he could be found guilty of one or the other, but not both. He faces up to life in prison if convicted.
In national and international news, with a little more than a week to go until Election Day, more than 20.7 million pre-election ballots have been cast in 46 states. As of Sunday, Texas, Florida, and California have crossed the 2 million ballot threshold. More than 1.6 million ballots have also been cast in Georgia, where Republican Governor Brian Kemp and Democratic nominee Stacey Abrams faced off Sunday in their second and final gubernatorial debate. Separately, a top U.S. cybersecurity official said there are no specific or credible threats to disrupt election infrastructure during this year's midterms, even as the federal government remains concerned about attempts, both online and in person, to interfere in the vote. Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has been elected the next president of Brazil in a stunning comeback following a tight runoff race on Sunday. Kevin Phillips has the latest details.
The 76-year-old politician's win represents the return to the left of power in Brazil and concludes a triumphant personal victory after a series of corruption allegations led to his imprisonment for 580 days. The former leader received more than 60 million votes, the most in Brazilian history, breaking his own record from 2006. But despite the huge turnout from his supporters, he won by a razor-thin margin. According to Brazil's electoral authority, Da Silva won 50.9% of the vote. President Joe Biden congratulated Da Silva, saying he looks forward to working together to continue the cooperation between our two countries in the months and years ahead.
The conservative Supreme Court will meet today to consider whether colleges and universities can continue to take race into consideration as a factor in admissions, a case that could diminish the number of Black and Hispanic students in higher education. Challengers in the case are targeting Harvard and the University of North Carolina, arguing that their programs violate equal protection principles, dash the promise of a colorblind society, and discriminate against Asian Americans by setting higher standards for their admission. They are urging the court to overturn a nearly 60-year precedent that has allowed institutions of higher education to give limited preference to people of color and women with admissions. Affirmative action, advocates say, has afforded marginalized people a fair chance to attend colleges and universities that may have otherwise overlooked them. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center: sunny and 68 for the high today, overnight low 42. Tomorrow, sunny and 74. That was your Daily Slice for Monday, October 31st, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by Amy Rose with Kevin Phillips, executive producer Mark Houston, engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm Amy Rose. Happy Halloween.